Welcome everybody to The Void Noise. I'm your host, Big O Nate. Back at it again. I know it's been a hot minute since you guys heard from me and my co-host Russell. Actually, a lot has changed since we've been gone. Russell not only got COVID, but decided he needed to take a break from The Void Noise. Totally cool, man. He's always doing something, man. So it's all good. But I do have a brand new co-host. You already heard her wonderful episode already, Miss Moonlight Sin. Yay!
Yay! Hi everyone. Great. It's great to be back.
It's great to be here, Scott.
And you get a prize, and you get. Wait, that's how it goes, right?
She came here because she thinks this is McDonald's. You get a toy.
I was thinking more like Oprah with the whole you get a prize and you get a prize. Everyone gets a prize. Look under your chair.
I'm sorry, I couldn't be your independent black woman.
You want to be under my chair?
Oh. But anyway, how's everyone doing out there? We're about to, right now we've been drinking some Jack Daniel's mixed drinks, man. Aren't we fancy?
Oh yeah, go in with the fancy Jack and peaches and fruits.
Right.
Yeah,
we got the Southern Peach and Down Home Punch.
I have to say that the peach is pretty damn good.
Right, the peach is sweet. The punch is kind of just it's pretty good. It's just there. Like if you're used to fruit punch.
So it's the normal fruit punch, but with a little kick.
Right, pretty much. Oh, but yeah, it's been a weird week. Actually, it's been a weird couple weeks since I've talked to you guys last. I tried to record an episode earlier this week. It's just I wasn't in the right space to do it. I do an episode by myself, so I felt personally I didn't want to put out a crappy video. Even though the gameplay would still be gameplay. I mean, now I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered. I'm actually going to be doing some doing a lot of videos of that for a little bit. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird how it sucks Russell left. Sorry I haven't been around. I'm sorry. I'm a disappointing father.
It's okay. I still love you, Randy. A bunch of single moms will still love you.
Single moms will love you.
But just so y'all know, if you hear a bunch of crashing in the background, I brought my cat over so that our cats could play and be buddy, and they're crazy.
Yeah, they both get the zooms at the same time, and they just want to both hurt each other. But my cat, Marley, she has this thing where even if she is the one being the aggressor of the little fights they have, she will be smacking at Miss Moonlight's cat and be like, "Ah!" And
you made me do this.
Right, it's pretty much her way of like, why you made me do this? Why?
I don't even know where they are right now, and that's kind of terrifying.
They might be under my chair, to be honest.
They might be.
Because Marley goes under there sometimes. Yeah, now I think I have two cats under me who could be plotting my death.
Potentially, and they've got those extra toes, so they could essentially strangle you in their sleep.
Oh, there's one of them.
Where have you been? Away. Minding my own business, like you should.
Trying to stay away from Marley, because she's trying to murder me and scream at me while she does it. Oh, there she goes. She snuck up on his ass and double hand. Ha!
Ha!
Went for that
here.
sneak attack. Mr.'s like, shit. And
they're both the same. They both came from the same litter. They're brother and sister. They are giant Maine Coons. I don't know if we talked about them last time.
we did a little bit. Because you brought Mr. Last time.
But yeah, you can see like there's a big difference between the two. Marley's just a tiny bit smaller, and Mister's still a jerk.
So, I kind of had a question for you because I was thinking about this because me and you, we were having a conversation about skateboarding and everything, and you were talking about at one point you were skating for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So they just announced who's going to be competing at the Olympics for the skate teams.
Oh, really?
It's a huge list. I would have to pull it up on my phone. But they're still bringing in people, though. That's the thing. And how do you feel about skateboarding in the Olympics?
I honestly think it's a great thing. I mean, it's great to put it in with World Sorry. The Jack Daniels drink really does get you.
Right.
I believe that it's a good thing. It's still a sport. It's still worldwide. Everybody does it, pretty much. You know? And it gives these people also a chance to do greater things, go greater heights, and visit other places. It's going to be great.
Right.
In my opinion, it would probably be more interesting to watch the Olympics now.
I'm kind of, this is my conclusion I've come to, because I see how great it is. Don't get me wrong. We're actually going to be this thing that I've loved for ever since I was a kid is finally going to be recognized as a sport. Not people that tell their families and stuff. They're like, yeah, I want to be a professional skater. They don't just look at them and go, that would never happen. Now it's being called upon Americans and everyone else around the world of your greatest skaters at the Olympics. Same point in time though, the other part of me about it is it's like skateboarding's always been like the biggest freak show ever. It's not really a sport. It's a sport, but it's mainly full of dudes and chicks that are like either bonkers fucking crazy or they're bonkers and then they became all straighted out in the end. Like, I can't name how many skaters. Hell, like Bam Margera, like the other day look what happened to him. Sadly, I was hoping for him to come back to skating. Instead, he went back to the same shit. He doesn't want to change. I don't think he wants to change or recognize he needs change.
Yeah, because if he did, he would have realized, hey, this is not okay. I need to start acting right. I need to get my shit together because I've got a family to take care of. I've got people that want to see me better and know that I am a better person without all of this stuff.
But I will say, hell, even coming from my perspective, because I've skated ever since I was 13. And then when I came here to Arkansas, I really got into the whole skateboarding scene around here a little bit. I was just that guy that just shows up, skates for maybe a good 2 hours, and then I leave.
And it's also a really great release for everything. It clears your mind. You get you get great exercise. You get to go outside and enjoy your time. Even if it's for 30 minutes to 5 hours, depending on however you want to do it. It's also one of those things that you can do on your way to work or just going somewhere.
Right. I actually did it the other day at my work. Well, yeah, because after I made my deliveries, at my new job. Yeah, after I did my deliveries, it was still morning, so I was like, hey, is it cool if I go for a 30-minute lunch? And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? Go ahead. So I went to Dairy Queen, got me biscuits and gravy, because it was still breakfast time.
Fuck yeah.
And then I went back to work, put on Bill Hicks, and ate some biscuits and gravy. But when I got back to the parking lot, I was like, fuck walking down this sidewalk. I'm just going to skate it. And literally, I'm holding a large Sprite and a bag of biscuits and gravy in the little styrofoam containers in a bag.
Oh, jeez, that would have been really bad if you ate it.
Right? I was thinking that too, but I just said, fuck it. I had pretty good balance and control throughout the whole time, which is funny. But I was mostly going downhill on the sidewalk that's pretty clean. Oh no, were the kitties attacking my guitar?
Oh yeah, that would have been really bad, and I would have felt so bad if my cat broke your guitar.
You owe me.
Yeah, he's definitely not street friendly, city friendly, that's what it is. He's not city life friendly.
And not sister friendly either.
Well, I mean, he's this itty bitty thing, and his the other animal he lives with is a Basenji Corgi, who's a grouchy old lady, but absolutely loves him to death and loves playing with him, but he's used to being able to be rough and stuff like that and get thrown around, and he comes here and then he's like, let's play, and that's what he's used to.
I'm used to fighting bigger thing, not almost same size.
Oh my god, I can't.
I conquer a big beast. You are just frail.
Right? I conquer beasts 10 times our size every day. And then I take naps, and then I go back at it again. Boom.
He slammed his ass into the door.
Oh my god. Just all puffed up going sideways at each other. And none of them were able to touch each other for a second because they're both going at the same speed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of these days we just need to do a commentary video with them. It's gonna be great. Like, total smackdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Castle... I almost say Castlevania. What the... These drinks are getting to me, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have traveled to Castlevania.
Welcome to Castlevania.
Welcome. Would you like to see my impaling stick?
Would you like to see my steak?
I impale you with this.
You cannot do this. No, don't touch me there. He becomes Ugandan Knuckles.
I think we went to the wrong Transylvania.
Man, this one's affected by the internet very harshly, man.
Oh, I see. We took a left on tourist sites.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
You're the one who ran after him and started it.
Marley, you started all that. Oh. Just ran with her tail between her legs.
She's gotta go hide behind the fridge.
That or there's a weird little spot she found that's on the right side of the stove, the corner that meets the cabinet. Mm-hmm. There's a little hole, little passageway. She can just sit right there.
Yeah, the one that I had, I actually lost the cutting board behind it. And I was not happy about it. So I didn't realize that there was a crack between the sink and the wall. And it was just small enough that...
Whoa, what the fuck, Marley?
She just ninja flipped on that one. That's great.
She turned around with a ninja flip. She was like, yeet.
But yeah, there was like a little spot in between the wall and the sink area. And it was a small little cutting board. And I set it up there. I'm doing the dishes. I look back over and it was gone.
Right.
And I was like, where is this? Maybe it fell in between, and maybe it fell into the cabinet area.
Mm-hmm.
No, they have it blocked off. So I would have to cut out that wall so I could get back my cutting board. And I was like, you know what, forget it. I'll just buy a new one.
Right. Just gotta buy a new one, fuck it. Oh man.
Always remember, measure twice, cut once. It saves a lot of time.
Oh man, speaking of skating earlier, I was about to say I'm still thinking of a good time to try to go out to telequal one of these days.
Oh yeah, I haven't been out there, and it would be great to go see it.
Yeah, because they invested like I think $2 or $3 million into the park, the skate park, to reimagine it pretty much. That's what they did. Like I've seen the original telequal park, and it was very run down. No one was taking care of it.
Yeah.
And I think the only people that were taking care of it was the skaters, and 1 out of 10 chances some of them have a job and are willing to put in money to try to fix the park out of their pocket.
Yeah. But then at the same time, like in situations like that, you also have those street artists that put their work on there. And makes it. I love that aesthetic, being able to skate on ramps with other people's art on it.
Yeah, that's always been my thing too. Like I've noticed it's always been on wooden like ramps and stuff like that. But cement would be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
If they did it like, I'm trying to think what would be the good kind of paint to use.
If it wasn't illegal, I would honestly spend my time going out to skate parks, just spray painting something awesome. Putting my work out on something so everybody can see it. That art, honestly, it's not about making money.
Right.
It's a lot of the times true artists, they don't even care if their art makes money. It's just putting something that somebody else could relate to feel things for, and feel as inspired as that artist did for it.
I feel that. That's how I've been at the moment with wanting to do. So I'm at the moment trying to get my music stuff back up again, because I took a little hiatus a little bit from myself. But I've started to notice I've been getting a real negative attitude towards music. Like I still love music, it's just I have a really negative attitude about doing shows.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because I've been in bands, the one primary band I ever been in around here was a band called fucking White Eclipse that ended up becoming Weddington Drive. Became the most metalcore band. They were like, yeah, we're gonna become metalcore. And man, I really don't want to hate on metalcore, because there's some metalcore that's not all that bad. It don't sound like a copycat of a copycat of another copycat. But oh fuck, got.
Well, on the bright side, though, we're able to start doing live shows again. We're able to actually go out and start seeing people. That I find that amazing, because I'm so tired of being stuck indoors 24/7.
Right. Yeah, I'm because I got some songs going right now. Like I got one almost fully complete with guitars, a little bit of bass. I need to work on it some more. And I've actually been thinking about getting saving up for an electric drum kit. Well, I mean, Russell's gonna be helping me out with that. I think I already told you about that.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I asked Russell if he would be interested to do a music project with me and see how it goes. Because this is kind of my way of being like, alright, I love music, I know I do. I've always cared for it. Maybe if I try to go my way about going about making music and then go play shows and stuff and everything turns out alright, cool.
Yeah, like...
Even a bad show can be good.
As long as you have fun, it doesn't really matter.
It's just when bullshit happens within the band, because no one wants to talk shit out, they just want to keep it to themselves and be smuggy bitches about it.
Remember, if you're gonna be in a band, always talk things out. Be there for each other. Being in a band is literally picking your family. Essentially, you got to make sure that these people will always be there. And you got to also make sure that you're there too for everything.
Yeah, I was the one that was there for everything pretty much. And I got tired of it mainly because there was some of them that were a part of the band, even the ones that left. Like there was one in particular I will always care for. He's actually I still consider a good friend, is Christian Hernandez. He's a good kid. And Eli, he's pretty cool. Pierce, yeah, he can go fuck himself. I don't fucking care. No, this dude's a real fucking dick apparently. Like, I thought he was already an asshole, but he just adds on to the bullshit.
those moments where you look at somebody and you're like, well, there's no possible way that they could keep digging. And then they find the pickaxe to keep digging. And you're like, wow, genius.
Another one was Hayden Smith. He was the lead guitarist. He was just fat bitch, pretty much. That's all he was a fat bitch. And yeah, I really hope I never see him ever. I mean, I wish him goodwill, but if I ever see him, it's sadly on sight. No, this kid was just on another level of being fucking stupid and doing stupid shit towards me. Man, like one of the times I'll tell you one. One of the ones that really kind of pushed me. It was my last straw with him. It was my last straw with him and his family actually. So me and my friend Chris, we were hanging out with. I'm not gonna name him on here because I don't want to. He's not worth caring for. But there was this guy me and Chris knew. He had an amp that he got stolen from him and was sold to Hayden. And we knew it was his because it had Sharpie etchings of shit that he would write on there on the wood because he took off the rest of the, that like vinyl decal on the sides. It was just exposed wood pretty much. Anyway. I hit up Hayden and I was like, hey man, so and so needs their cabinet back. So can I pick it up tonight? What's up? And he threw like a whole bitch fit apparently. Hayden even was like punching his little like punching bag thing he had in his garage, and he was like crying and everything. And apparently his mom was drinking and heard all this shit. And I guess automatically assume I'm there to go kick his son's ass.
Oh, jeez.
So I roll up. I'm in the mindset of, okay, just grab the amp, go. No talking.
Just
nothing.
Grab the thing, go.
Yeah, and just dip. Fuck it. So we get there. I see Pierce first with the cabinet, and I was like, you're gonna try to talk to me, aren't you? I roll up, pull in my Pravada. It was when I had the Oldsmobile Pravada, before it just went to hell pretty much.
Yeah.
Older vehicle, and treated it pretty rough. But anyway, yeah, we get there, and I'm loading the amp and the cabinet in, and I close the back door and I look at Pierce, and I just had to say something. I was like, fuck. I was like, hey man, it's kind of fucked up that, Hayden went this far with this shit, being all pissy pants. And then next thing I hear is the front door opening really hard. Because if I can cement walls, I don't know, it's weird sound. But anyway, I heard struggling, and all I see is Hayden's mom. Her hands are in the air, and Hayden's hands are in the air. He's like, Mom, stop it, stop. He's like fighting with her and everything, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it was dark, and it was fucking night. It was like midnight. She's pulling this shit. Yeah, she had a Glock. All I hear is the click back, and I was just like, oh shit. And then I hear a pop off.
Oh my god.
I don't think it was loaded. I think it might have been a blank, but I'm not gonna say.
We're not gonna go into.
But Marley. Sorry everyone, my cat's being hateful because she starts a fight and then she wants to cry when she gets beat up. Poor little thing.
No, I don't like losing. Let me win.
But anyway, yeah, I heard a pop off, and I dead ass looked at Chris. Chris was around like 19 at the time. I was about like 22, 23 ish. I looked at Chris and I was just like, Chris, get in the fucking car. And he's like, and I'm already in the driver's seat. Got the bitch started up, and I look at my passenger mirror to see if he's coming to the window. And he's still like fumbling at the car, and I was like, Chris, get in. And I fucking jumped over, threw the door open, and I grabbed him and I pulled his ass in. And I just hauled. Didn't even wait for him to close the door. I just hauled. Geez. Yeah, I don't fuck around with that shit.
Well, at the same time, like, who does that?
Chris. It's Chris. Chris is the one that would stand there and be like, I think something's coming at me.
Oh, jeez.
Right? Crazy shit like that. And what's even fucking funnier about that story? Apparently my wallet fell out. I had to text Hayden and be like, hey,
I need my wallet.
By chance is my wallet around? And Pierce happens to find it, I think. And then I was like, hey, by chance, can you meet me up the block? I was like, I really need my wallet. And I'm not going back. I would have to sneak over there, and I'm not in the sneaking mood.
Total stealth mode, wait till the middle of the night, sneak over, like, hey, knocking on the window, hey bro, give me my wallet.
Well, apparently it was out on the street still.
Oh jeez.
Because it fell out when I jumped in the Bravada, I think.
Well, at least it was like.
Yeah, they found it and took it in, right? Yeah, that's honestly what I was afraid of. I was afraid they might have found it and been like,
this is mine, you can have this back.
Right. And then I rolled up, and I'm kind of a little bit pissed off about everything. I'm like, what's up? And Hayden's like all like freaking out and like crying because it's his mom, and I'm like, you and your mom are fucking crazy. You both need to get like a fucking right hook or something.
You need Jesus.
Jeez. Yeah, Jesus wouldn't help them.
One of my favorite disses, honestly, is you need Jesus.
You need some Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
It's like a total Southern diss right there, honestly. I can't tell you how many times I've been told that in my life.
I feel like I might have heard it before a time or two, and it might have been a joke, and it might have been actually serious. Who knows? It's me.
Okay, so I dress very mildly compared to what I used to when I was a kid. I was very extravagant with my clothes. It was always very, I mean, yeah, I wore a lot of black, but it was very poppy, very out there. So I would always have very old ladies stop me and be like, "You need Jesus," and would walk away. Just things like that, you know. I've been told that so many times.
Well, I mean, you've kind of seen it. The countless people that want to stare at my wife with me and my mohawk dreads.
And you know, I don't get why people have not gotten the concept. Just mind your own business. It doesn't hurt you in any sort of way. Just leave it alone.
At least I don't have tattoos on my face, bro.
Right? Or you could just simply look at them and be like, cool. And walk away.
Hell, most people can't even recognize it sometimes for I guess they don't ever see it unless I show them is my black flag tattoo on the back of my neck.
That was honestly one of the first things I noticed about you. Cause, like, it's one of my favorites. I enjoy looking at it. It's very punk.
Well, what's funny is I've seen some photos of like different variations of the black flag tattoo on people.
Yeah.
There's one photo of a dude at a show giving the finger, and he's actually got the black flag logo going upwards on his finger.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. At first, I was like, man, that sounds cool. Oh wait, hand tattoos. At the time when I got mine, I was working for Tyson at a hatchery, and I was like, knowing me and how much sometimes I actually fuck my hands up due to the metal slabs we use to put eggs up.
Yeah.
Would slice my hands sometimes, or I'll catch my hands on the trays.
Oh, I hate that stuff. Like, I have so many cuts and burns on my hands from work. Like, just in different variations of work. I've got cuts. I've actually got scars from working in an office. Those quarters will get you.
Those quarters will get you, man.
I'm also very clumsy. Oh, okay, so recently I had some complications and went to the hospital. And it was, I want to say, like a good 2 weeks after I had tripped going uphill at my house. And I scraped up my knee. And that's usual when you live out on the farm. You know, you get cuts and scrapes and stuff. And so anyway, the nurse saw it. She looks at me, looks at my boyfriend, looks back at me and goes, "Do you feel safe at home?" And I looked back over at him and I was like, "I don't know. Do you feel safe at home?" And he goes, "Those goats will get you though. I mean, it's slim to die from a goat, but it's still there."
It's still there.
And I looked back at the lady and I was like, "Look, I live out on a farm. I'm gonna have cuts and bruises and scrapes, you know." And she goes, "Okay, just making sure."
Do you feel safe at home?
Those fucking goats will get you, man. We used to have one named Peter. No, Thorin. This one was Thorin that we had. We still have Peter. But Thorin was our first male that we had acquired. And he was not the best of breeds according to the paper. But, you know, we still loved him. He was a bit of an ass, but we loved him. And if you were not careful, he would headbutt you. So when you would be in there bending over to feed, he would sometimes knock you into the feed. Just cause. So we ended up building a swinging bucket so that he could ram it and hit it all the time. And it would be like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll just hear bam, bam, and you'll go out there, and he will take a running start from one end of the field to the other and just knock it as hard as he could. And then we started having to carry around a stick because he was an asshole, and we're like, back the fuck out.
Be fearful of stick.
Oh yeah, he saw that stick and he was like, alright, I know, I'll go this way. But the moment you set that down, he's like, I'm coming for your ass.
About to clap them cheeks.
Yeah, unfortunately, he ended up getting sick, so we had to put him down. But, on the bright side, we do have some new baby sheep porn, and they are just so fucking cute. We have one, our very last one that was just born is completely all black except for a little diamond on the tip of her head. Oh yeah, it's just so fucking cute. But just so you know, they get into everything. We have also a cow there too that managed to find their way out, and we got home and they're down in our field just eating away on the grass out there, and we're freaking out. We're like, quick, get the feed, something, get them inside. And they're just like, I don't want him.
Right.
So they start taking off. We're like, we gotta go to work. We managed to get them in finally, but we finally figured out how they got out, and it was the most smallest hole that you could not see because it was in the darkest part of the barn that they happened to escape from.
Jeez.
They get into everything.
Oh man. Well, we're coming up to the 9-minute mark now. Getting close to the end, man. But I'm glad that I'm gonna finally get this going again because, yeah, sorry, and once again, everyone's sorry for I wasn't doing anything for 2 weeks. I quit my job at Plaza Tires. That's just fuck that company. They're terrible to mechanics. And they'll blow steam up your ass to make you think they can't give a shit.
We care so much about our staff. We're like family, so we're gonna give you $15 to throw a party for the company. That is my favorite, quote companies give, big corporations, where they're like, we appreciate our workers. Oh my god, definitely last year during COVID. That is all these major companies were telling us was, we appreciate you guys so much because you're putting your lives on the line. You know, things like that. And then they would be like, here's $15. Or maybe it was like $50. The last one was like $50 to spend on stuff for a party. We still end up having to give out money from our pocket just to feed everybody. Because I mean, you can't give a big company like that.
Oh yeah.
And then expect a couple measly dollars is, the thing. And then now, all of a sudden, these same companies, because they're opening, everything is starting to open back up, we're able to get out more and do things. These companies are like, haha, we're doing a rehire special where you get a bonus of this extra money.
Yeah, I've been seeing that lately. Every place I've been seeing.
Oh yeah, and it's like, okay, well, what about all of us who did still stay here and continue to work?
Right.
What did we get? You told us we are essential, we are important, and that the city could not continue running without us. Things like that, but yet you want to give extra money to other people who didn't do anything during this time.
Right.
And I mean, I get it. That little bit of extra money would be great. But also, you can't just do that to one group of people and then expect another group to be okay.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's just how life is.
Yeah, at least with the job I found, they weren't like that, which was kind of cool.
Your job actually seems pretty cool so far.
I think so. I mean, yeah, I have my moments where I like, there's been a couple little things I've been forgetting to do.
Yeah.
But I'm still learning. I mean, I'm still getting the whole down of everything pretty much. But I've been doing good on my deliveries. I mean, and literally I'm just delivering produce now. I literally drive around listening to 93.3 The Eagle in a box truck or a van. And that's my day.
At least you get to see things on your entire day. You don't get to stay in one single spot all day for hours on end.
Right, unless they put me in warehouse, that's the thing.
Yeah, I honestly would enjoy working in warehouse. You kind of get to work at your own pace, essentially. But at the same time, you could put in your headphones and be like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna do my thing.
Oh, shit, Mr.
Mister! You were such a jerk!
Mr. is on my bass amp and little tiny guitar amp I have.
Just because at my house you get to climb on everything because it's outdoors doesn't mean you can do it everywhere.
This is a different household.
You gotta learn to have manners.
Because if you don't stay inside, who knows what can happen out there.
I need to find a brightly colored vest for a cat because he's gonna eventually start being outdoors. And I don't want somebody to accidentally mistake him for a bobcat. So I'm hoping that if they see a brightly colored vest, they're going to be like, what is that? I don't know. Mo. That's a dog. No, that's a mountain lion?
That's a thick old bobcat. That's a thick ass bobcat out there, boy.
What you got there? Big old bobcat.
That's a thick ass lynx.
And me, even just being as a farmer, if I were to see a giant creature that big prowling around on my farm, I would probably shoot on sight because I would be worried, Yeah. Unfortunately, that happens.
Right. And Marley, since I live in town and everything, I'm worried if she ever tries to dart outside, she can literally hide anywhere.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, over here it's a little bit easier to find her, but get all the neighbors. Oh my god, okay, if you see a giant cat, don't freak.
With tiny, cute white mittens. That is my child. Now they're fighting underneath me. Hey.
And also within the city, you don't have to worry about a lot of people carrying guns to protect their farms.
Right. This is my farm. This is city limits. I steal my farm.
This is my garden.
This is my Garden of Eden. I'm creating the new Bible in my backyard. Be gone with these.
Sir, this is an apartment. I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
You're never gonna take me alive. Ooh. I want to be a crazy old lady when I get old.
Crazy.
Great. I'm gonna show up at family parties and I'll be like, back in my day, and then the kids will be like, no, Grandma, don't! Don't do that!
Ha ha ha, back in my day.
Not again! Quick, somebody grab the whiskey!
Back in my day, when you bought pot, you either bought pot from cool people or someone that's a real scumbag and they pretend to be cool.
Oh my god, okay, so Karen's mom's boyfriend's son, he he's about to start high school, coming graduation, and he got caught smoking pot, and that was hilarious.
Right.
I was like, how do you manage to do that? And they're like vape pens. We didn't have that growing up.
Right. Well, we're coming up to the very end. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the new podcast. The Void Noise podcast episode. Hope you enjoy.
Yay!
Spiritual hero who appears in you to kill you if you are too crazy. Life is the definition.